What's up guys, Omega here and welcome back to GT7 for the new BOP changes that took place with update 1.46. There's been some significant changes to Group 3 and Group 4, and it looks also like some of the cars have just been tweaked a little bit. So I'm going to separate it into buffs and nerfs, and there's also low, medium and high speed BOP. And if you're not sure how to tell which BOP is being applied, you can always go in-game. You can have a look at the top of the event. As you can see, there's BOP applied with an H, that's high, BOP applied with an M, that's mid, and BOP applied with an L, that is low speed BOP. You can also go into the event and it will show you just here in the race details. And also if you go into the settings, if you're already in the event, you can also see it here. So if you're ever unsure, you can always check that. I will leave a link to a track list that shows all of the low, mid and high, although it is slightly outdated. So just keep that in mind. And without further ado, let's get into it. So starting out with Group 3, there is no change to the low speed BOP in Group 3. So we'll be moving straight on to the mid-speed BOP. And for the buffs, we have the Alfa Romeo 4C, the AMG 2020 model, the Aston Martin Vantage, the BMW M6s, the Chev Corvette, the Citroen GT Citro, the Dodge Viper, the Ford GT 2018 model, the Genesis, the Hyundai Genesis, the Jag F-Type, the Mazda RX Visions, the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo, the Nissan GTR 2018 model, the Porsche 911, the Subaru BRZ NWRX, the Suzuki V, and the Toyota Supra, as well as the Volkswagen Beetle. As for the nerfs for the mid-speed Group 3 BOP, we have the Audi R8 Evo, the Ferrari 458, the Honda NSX, the McLaren 650S, the Peugeot RCZ and the Renault RS01. And moving on to the high-speed BOP for Group 3. For the buffs, we have the Alfa Romeo 4C, the Aston Martin Vantage, the Chev Corvette, the Citroen GT Citro, the Dodge Viper, the Ford GT 2018 model, the Genesis, the Hyundai Genesis, the Jag F-Type, the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo, the Porsche 911, the Subaru WRX, and the Volkswagen Beetle. For the nerfs in high-speed Group 3 BOP, we have the Audi R8 Evo, the Ferrari 458, the Honda NSX and the McLaren 650S, the Peugeot RCZ and VGT, as well as the Renault RS01. That's it for Group 3 BOP. And just before we move on to Group 4, if you do get any value out of today's video, let me know by dropping a like on it and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss when I drop these BOP updates each and every update. And let's get into Group 4. So starting out with low speed in Group 4, we only have a few cars that have been buffed, no nerfs. We have the Hyundai Genesis, which has been buffed, the Lamborghini Huracan, the Suzuki Swift, and the Volkswagen Sirocco. And moving on to mid-speed BOP in the Group 4 category, again, it just seems like there is a few cars being brought up to speed or made a bit better, and that is including the Ferrari 458, the Ford Mustang, the Genesis G70, the Hyundai Genesis, the Lamborghini Huracan, the McLaren 650S, the Porsche Cayman, the Renault Megane Trophy, the Suzuki Swift, and the Volkswagen Sirocco. And finally, for Group 4 high-speed BOP, once again, just a whole bunch of buffs. We have, starting out with the Audi TT, the Chev Corvette, the Ford Mustang, the Hyundai Genesis, the Lamborghini Huracan, the Porsche Cayman, the Renault Megane Trophy, the Suzuki Swift, and the Volkswagen Sirocco. Also to note, there is no BOP change to Group 1, Group 2, or Group B. Shout out to GT Engine and GT_fan7 on Twitter. I'll leave a link to both the website and the Twitter in the description if you want to go check it out for yourself. Hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.